Welcome to this video on polygons. Today, we'll explore the fascinating world of shapes and learn what makes a polygon unique. Have you ever wondered what these shapes have in common? Let's take a closer look together. In this video, we will learn to explain what a polygon is, identify its parts, like sides and vertices, determine if a shape is a polygon, and name them by counting their sides. So, what exactly is a polygon? Simply put, a polygon is a closed shape that has only straight sides. These shapes are all examples of polygons because they follow the three rules. The first rule is that the shape must be closed, meaning there are no gaps or openings. The second rule is that a polygon must have only straight sides. If it has curves, it's not a polygon. The third rule is that the shape must be flat or two-dimensional. It's a shape you can easily draw on a piece of paper. Remember, a polygon must follow all three rules. It must be a closed shape, have only straight sides, and be flat. Let's look at the parts of a polygon. It has sides, which are the straight edges. Where two sides meet, we find a vertex or a corner. The space inside where these sides meet is called an angle. Now, let's test your knowledge. Look at these shapes, A, B, and C. Which one is not a polygon? Here is another challenge. Between these three shapes, which one is not a polygon? Counting sides helps us name polygons. A triangle, for example, has 3 sides. Let's count together. Whenever you want to name a polygon, just count the number of sides it has. Since this shape has 3 sides, we call it a triangle. Now, observe this shape. It has 4 sides, which means it is called a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral. Moving on, look at this green shape. It has a different number of sides. If we count them carefully, we can identify this polygon. This shape has 5 sides, so it is called a pentagon. Next, we have a shape with 6 sides. We call this a hexagon. Hexagon. When a shape has 7 sides, it is known as a heptagon. This shape has 8 sides. You might recognize it as an octagon. A polygon with 9 sides is called a nonagon. Say it with me. Nonagon. Finally, a shape with 10 sides is called a decagon. Did you know that polygons are all around us? Let's take a look. A stop sign is an octagon. A window is made of rectangles and squares. Floor tiles can be squares or rectangles. And a honeycomb is made of lots of hexagons. Remember, a polygon must be closed, have straight sides, and be flat. Here is a quick reference for the shapes we covered. We have looked at triangles, quadrilaterals, pentagons, hexagons, and more, all defined by their side count. Awesome job, mathematicians! Now it's time to see what you remember. Get ready for 3 fun questions. Think carefully before you answer. Let's put your knowledge to the test with some questions. To start, how many sides does an octagon have? You have 5 seconds to answer. An octagon has 8 sides. Were you able to count them correctly? Here is another challenge. Which has more sides, a hexagon or a pentagon? The correct answer is the hexagon, as it has 6 sides compared to the pentagon's 5. Now, can you tell me what polygon has 10 sides and 10 angles? That shape is known as a decagon. Great work on these exercises. You are becoming an expert at identifying and naming polygons.